fool of a man.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, we have another throwback game review for everyone today.
That's right.
Yeah, this is...
Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Yeah. So Yajing just beat this. It took her a little while to beat it. A few weeks.
And I feel like all the Yakuza games gonna be all long story.
Yeah.
And this is a long story too, so...
Yeah, that's a great segue into just a quick spoiler warning. There will be spoilers in this video. And as always, this was recorded on a PS4 Pro. We still don't have a PS5 yet, so we'll see whenever we get that. But yeah, this was an interesting game.
It is. It's the tables of the story turn so many times.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got confused beginning, doing the middle too. But yeah, it's a very nice story.
Yeah, and I find it interesting because, you know, Yajing, she actually started out in the Yakuza games with Judgment. And if you've been following our reviews on the channel, she then went to Lost Judgment, the newest Judgment game, as of filming this. And then after that, yeah, I wanted to start her in the Yakuza games. So we went to Yakuza 0. And I think that was a little jarring because you're used to the Yakuza games with English at that point from the Judgment games.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, this being the first Yakuza game to come out in the US with English voice acting since the PS2 originals, how was this for you?
It's different. Well, they speak English again. That's what I really appreciate.
Yeah.
And but the battle, you know, it's the first time I played this kind of style battle.
Yeah, let's talk about the gameplay first then, because this is actually Yajing's first JRPG, kind of turn-based RPG. So
yeah,
what was that
so
like for you?
excited to introduce to me.
Yeah. She'd never played one, and I love JRPGs, like turn-based combat. So yeah, how was your first kind of turn-based JRPG?
I just feel like it's pretty fair. Everybody take their turns. And you do have time to go through the list and to see what kind of the skill you want to use. You have time to think. Yeah, I think this is the positive, what I learned from it. And the negative is really takes time. Once you have multiple people in your team, three other people in your team, and take time because you need to do each by each.
Yeah. That's a good point. I think the battles do take a little bit longer than kind of the action-oriented Judgment games or yeah, even the Yakuza games before it. But I do love kind of turn-based combat, and it was so refreshing for me to see Yakuza go in this direction because, yeah, it's definitely a big kind of change from what the series is used to with, yeah, just kind of active combat.
Definitely, yeah. And also, you want to talk about the graphic?
Yeah, let's talk about the graphics. I thought they were really fantastic for, you know, this is on a PS4 Pro, what you're seeing right now. I know there is a PS5 version. I'm curious to see kind of the upgrades to the visuals, but I thought it looked really good on a PS4 Pro.
Nothing can compare Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, I will say, if we were comparing it to Ghost of Tsushima, yeah, there's no comparison.
No.
But I think for what it is, it's running on the Dragon engine, an engine that, yeah, Yajing's seen a lot of with the Judgment games. And, yeah, it's a big progress, I think.
Yeah, I kind of like the order you made me how to play. Well, exclude the Judgment game, like from the 0 to now, the lack of like a dragon. It make me feel like the city, how they developed the city from the 80s to 90s.
Yeah,
You know, that's good.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Because Yakuza 0, takes place in the 80s, and this game touches on the 80s a little bit, but it then goes to modern day, kind of Harocho, and introduces.
Because Ichiban went to jail.
Yeah, and he goes to jail for 18 years in this game.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's set up almost like an old boy kind of thing, where you're wondering what's he gonna do after he gets out of jail, but he actually hasn't been holding a bunch of resentment. He just wants to rejoin the Yakuza family.
Yeah.
And he gets shot by the patriarch of the family, like the guy that raised him. Immediately, it appears, tries to have him killed. But as with all things Yakuza, it's not exactly that clear. Because actually, he shot him on purpose to keep him alive.
Yeah. But everything was totally bizarre to Ichiban. He had no clue as soon as he get out of jail, and no one from the family welcomed him outside of the jail instead of a stranger.
Yeah.
And then I think little by little he's trying to figure out everything. Why, how it happened, why his boss did that to him.
Yeah. And I think it's also an interesting setup. You just reminded me when you said, he didn't know anything because he had been in jail for so long. Yeah, he didn't even know how to use a smartphone. And that really kind of made me think when he's having this Nikogata, the business owner, is teaching him how to use a smartphone. Yeah,
he has to fight the other Yakuzas who bothers him. Ichiban has to make it clean up, and it's he's teaching me how to use the cell phone very seriously.
Yeah.
Like a very big thing to him.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Yeah. And I do want to say too with the story, I think in the middle it got a little slow, but the last few chapters of this game are just incredible story-wise. It has these cameos. I believe it's in chapter 12. There's 15 chapters, but I think it's chapter 12 where you actually see Goro Majima and Taiga Saejima and Kiryu Kazuma from all of the other Yakuza games. They all show up, and
someone was so excited.
Yeah, it's this really cool moment, and if you watched our Yakuza 0 review, you know that Yajin really likes Goro Majima, so I thought it was cool that you got to see him in this game.
Yeah, I'm happy to see him again in this game. Well, I didn't expect, but he's there. That's good.
Yeah.
It's a good surprise.
Yeah. I think we've touched on a few things already, but let's go a little bit more into the sound design. Clearly everybody has English voice acting in this game, which I think makes the game a little bit more palatable for some audiences. I've played all the Yakuza games with Japanese voice acting, but I do see the benefit of having English voice acting. But with that said, this still does have a lot of no voice acting, which if you've seen our prior Yakuza and Judgment reviews, that's kind of one of my snags with the studio. I wish they could just voice act everything. A lot of games do it. I know it's possible.
Is this a bug? I feel like it's a bug.
Yeah, I feel like what they may do, and I don't know this, but I feel like they write the script and then they have the voice actors act that out. And then in the background, they're making the game. So they're still writing the script, but they have the main things down that need to be voice acted. I'm not sure, but that would make sense to me if they did it that way. But I feel like the game would feel just that extra bit of polish if everything was voice acted.
I agree. Yeah, and I like the songs when they are, especially now when I fight with the Yakuza on the streets, it's when I kind of fight with some boss. Yeah, that's kind of the music very, you know.
Yeah, high energy music. I really
cheer
like
me
it.
up.
Yeah. The music in the game is great, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely get in the mood to fight some battles, and it's very, there's winning battle music, kind of like a lot of traditional JRPGs, which I thought was really cool as well.
Oh, I like they have the jokes between each other.
Yeah, a lot of in-jokes. And
yeah.
I will say the game is pretty mature, even though it's like kind of funny. There's a lot of like funny moments.
Yeah.
There is a lot of mature content in the game. A lot of themes, I would say, are very mature. The game's rated mature, so just be aware of that too. It's even though it's a funny game and it's like this JRPG, there are some things that you're like, wow, they're talking about this. Okay, they're going there.
Yeah, and you made me remember about the beginning of the game. How he gonna make money?
Oh yeah.
After the boss shot him.
Yeah.
And they threw him to the dumpster.
Yeah.
And the friend, the nurse.
Yeah.
Saved his life and but teach him how to make money. Just pick coins under the vending machine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And how they find a new place to live. They need to clean the
cans and stuff off the road.
Yeah. Because the business.
Yeah.
Yeah, special business.
Yeah.
Special career. Yeah, they need to clean the rooms because Japan's history is pretty complicated.
Yeah, he was raised in a soapland.
Soapland. And somehow he kind of very passionate of this kind of careers. Yeah, but that's like the funny part. And when they're looking for a job, and the other two friends says absolutely not work for you.
Yeah,
he just like, please hire me. So passionate.
Yeah,
and so
I'll do everything I can.
Yeah, it was so funny. I like this kind of
humor. Yeah,
humors and jokes. And also. The street punks, they will become so weird dudes to fight with you.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Yeah, it's like Japanese joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, Ichiban thinks he's inside of a Dragon Quest game. So, like, the enemies, like, in order for him to fight them, he has to view them as if they're these ridiculous things. So, it's all in his imagination, really.
Yeah, and it changed after he got his bat.
Yeah.
Everything just changed. You guys cannot see it? It's only me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so into the game, Yeah, this is I like it.
Me too. All right. Well, I think with that, we're ready to review the game.
Okay.
Yeah, so out of 5 stars, I'm curious, what would you rate Yakuza Like a Dragon?
I want to give 4.7.
Wow, very cool. I was going to give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I think we're close on this one.
Yeah.
And that is a 4.6 out of 5 stars from both of us. Definitely worth, I think, the time and money to really have this extremely long game. There's a lot to do in this game too.
Yeah.
I think
side missions.
Yeah, we have 71% of the trophies, but literally hundreds of hours into the game. We don't even have the platinum. I don't know if we ever will get the platinum. It's
difficult.
Yeah, the post-game content, by the way, is insanely difficult. Even with everybody maxed out level-wise, you have to do a lot and you have to learn a lot of strategy. So there's definitely difficulty in the game, and it's very rewarding as you make your way through it and get to that next piece of story.
Yeah. Please let us know how you like this game. Have you played this game before? Have you ever played it? And how long take you to level up all your team members?
Yeah, really curious to hear all of your thoughts about the game. And yeah, let us know in the comments below. We can chat about it. But yeah, thanks for stopping by the channel. And as always, later this week, we're going to have another travel video for you from Seoul, South Korea. So please look forward to that.
Yeah, we will see you next time.
Thanks everyone. Bye.